We go live. And all right, we are live on both Instagram and YouTube. So if anybody has a preferred viewing platform, what Shanique was into on both. So either one is absolutely fine. And I'm just going to do a little bit of work on my Queen of Pentacles, which is called the Mentor of Blades in That Afro Drip Tarot. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how crowdfunding works on Kickstarter and, just kind of explain for anybody who might be new to Kickstarter or the world of tarot. I know I might have taken for granted that people would understand what Kickstarter is and all that. So I'm just going to talk about that a little bit and then jump into some art for this card. So what is Kickstarter, right? Kickstarter is a crowdfunding platform. So if you're familiar with something like GoFundMe, that's a similar concept where the masses can contribute to a project or a goal from one person or group. With Kickstarter, it is designed to help people fund creative projects, and essentially it is set up so that creators can create reward or backer tiers so that there's different levels of funds that you can pledge or contribute to a campaign. When a campaign is created on Kickstarter, a funding goal dollar amount has to be set along with the campaign duration. So if you see something on Kickstarter that you like and you select a tier with a reward that you want to receive, then you pledge funds, but your actual payment method is not charged until the end of the campaign. So if someone sets a campaign fundraising goal for $10,000 over a span of 30 days, and on day 30 their campaign has only raised $8,000, no one's card will be charged and no funds will change hands. But if the campaign funding goal is reached, that's when payment methods will be charged, and minus fees and taxes and all that other stuff, the gross total, or I should say the net total, will go to the creator so that they can do what they were raising money for. So in the case of a tarot deck, what typically happens and what's happening for That Afro Drip Tarot is I've created the art, or the vast majority of it. I have about 8 pieces left to finish, but I have not had the actual cards printed because that is a fairly large cost. Hi, Ange. And it's 11% funded. That Afro Drip Tarot launched on Kickstarter yesterday, May 30th, which was my 31st birthday, and it got 11% funded within the first day. So I'm very, very excited. But I have received some questions about, does it take 2 or 3 days to ship? So I wanted to clarify, the cards themselves are not in existence yet. So if you go to Kickstarter and back that campaign for That Afro Drip Tarot, what you're doing is saying, I want to see these cards come into the world. So I'm going to help the creator by pledging X dollar amount. And like we already covered, it can be based on the tiers that the creator has set up for the campaign, or there is an option to pledge whatever dollar amount you choose just because you believe in the project and want to help it come to life. So if you become a backer of That Afro Drip Tarot on Kickstarter, the anticipated timeline is having the art files ready for submission to my manufacturer around mid-July, and I believe it's about a 2-week manufacturing process for the cards, the booklets, the boxes, and then about a 30-day shipping time frame from China to me via like a cargo ship, though, like freight containers. So it would be like a freight container ship bringing the decks from China to the US. once I receive the decks, then they will be distributed to the backers. So accounting for possible manufacturing delays or anything like that, the campaign has a set fulfillment date of January 2023, just to make sure that if there's any unforeseen circumstances, I would much rather you guys get your decks early than late. So that's why it's set up that way. I'm going to quickly check the Instagram comments and just make sure we're good to go. Just give me 1 second. Oh, thank you, Arjuna, for wishing me a happy belated birthday. All right. So we've got a few viewers here on Instagram, and I think Ange is still with us on YouTube. So I just wanted to kind of quickly go over how does that work. When you give money on Kickstarter, you are pledging funds to help bring a project into the world. So you're not purchasing an existing item the same way you would on, Amazon or something like that. You are funding it, kind of like being a startup investor. So that's how that works. All of the backers will get updates about every step of the manufacturing and fulfillment process. I want to be very, very transparent. This is something I've never done before, so I just ask that anybody who decides to help bring That Afro Drip Tarot to the world to give me a little grace and, just be understanding that I'm a one-woman shop doing something very, very new for me. So, but like I said, I will be very transparent and share everything as I learn it. So if you've been on a live stream with me before, and I don't even know where it is, but that's okay. You may know I normally use a little timer to help me not fall into the art for too long. So I'm going to set a timer on my phone for let's say 2 hours, and if that sounds good to you guys, we will just listen to some lo-fi music, work on some art, and if there are any questions about the deck or anything that comes up while we're hanging out together, just let me know and I would be happy to answer them. So just going to put on my timer for 2 hours. And then I'm going to try and find some lo-fi music that we can all just hang out to. Yesterday, Instagram kind of I don't want to say cut me out. Hi, Aiden. And what kind of cake did I have? I actually made myself brookies for my birthday. So I had that brownie chocolate chip cookie combo thing, but there were chocolate and vanilla cupcakes at the birthday celebration yesterday. So those were there as well. But let's find some lo-fi stream music. And let's have fun and let's make some art. Let's hang out. And hopefully it's not super duper loud. So if anybody has any volume issues, if I sound low or the music is weird, just let me know and I will adjust it. All right. I think on the last live stream I left off, I'm going to scoot my mic back just a little so I don't keep hitting it. So hopefully you guys can still hear me all right. But I think in the last live stream we left off, I had kind of changed her skin color a little bit. It was a lighter version previously. So yeah, she was this color. which is really, really pretty as well. But I'm sort of debating about if I want her skin to be browner, like, you know, that darker brown, or that more medium shade. So let's turn on my contrast check layer and see which one gives better contrast. Well, I definitely think she stands out more with the darker skin, but then her braids get kind of lost. So what if we just lower the opacity of the top layer so that we kind of get a blend of the two shades? Alright. So I'm gonna undo my saturation check layer and just see how that is working. Okay, I think that's a nice, like, midway point between those two hues. That's what, 67? Yeah. Yeah, her braids were definitely getting lost against the darker skin tone. But, oh, that's not, she's invisible now. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, sound is good, excellent. All right, so I can't decide if I want to draw each individual flower or like a few variations of the flower and then just kind of duplicate it where I need it, or if I want to turn these into roses, because I've already got roses drawn for that Afro Drip Tarot, so it would actually make this go much, much faster, because I could just pull them from another canvas. So I think I'm just going to kind of experiment. I don't remember what, oh, you know what? I don't need to remember. I was going to say I don't remember what color I was using for my lines, but that's why I put it on my little palette. Okay. So I think I'm just going to kind of try both as far as the flowers are concerned. I'm going to have one, and I might actually change that brush there and just change it to the normal clean sketch. All right. So I think I'm just gonna kind of start. Ooh, that is very big. Not what I wanted. Start kind of scribbling out like some flower petal shapes, and just kind of go from there. I know it looks really rough, but I can tell what I was trying to do. I think there's an issue created with Instagram when I log in from another IG account to view my live, because it always seems to like say there's an issue viewing the live from the second account. But before I log in from the second account, everything appears fine. So what I think is happening is because they're on the same Wi-Fi, Instagram's like, hold up, this isn't right. And then like it just makes it appear like it's not functioning properly. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, because I like being able to stream on multiple platforms. That is really big. Because then, you know, people have the option of like where they want to watch. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do a poll and see what, like, I don't know, the two most preferred live stream platforms are. I know a lot of people stream on Twitch, but I'm like not at all familiar with Twitch, so I can't like say how it works. Ooh, no, not what I wanted. There we go. I think that looks decent. Obviously got to clean up that base. Has anybody been watching the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial? I'm like obsessed a little bit. Hey, Elemental Cartomancy. I remember when the allegations first came out from Amber Heard. I just remember thinking, like, Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp? That sounds crazy. He never gave me that vibe. And that was like as far as I looked into it, because, you know, I was a Pirates fan. I did not want to believe that Captain Jack Sparrow was like in his house beating on his spouse. So I just was like, I'm not going to look into that. And I didn't know anything about, sorry, I'm listening while multitasking. I love hanging out in Shaniqua's space, so calming and inspiring. Oh, thank you, Ange. But yeah, I just remember thinking, like, that's really unfortunate if that's true. Like, that's really unfortunate. But I didn't know anything about Amber Heard. I had seen her in Aquaman, and I remember I didn't like her character, but I just felt like it was because she acted it funny, because like there were just certain times where she would like look at Jason Momoa and I'd be like, oh, maybe she's like the villain, kind of like what's his name from Frozen, Kristoff, I think that was the villain's name, who was pretending like he wanted to be with, ooh, don't get me to lying, it's been a minute since I've seen Frozen, but y'all probably know what I'm talking about. I just kept thinking she was like that, like she was gonna be a switch up villain, one of those characters that purports to be with the good guys, but something about them just isn't really trustworthy. And then at the end, it's revealed they were working with the bad guy the whole time. That's kind of what I thought was going to be the case with Mira, because I'm not familiar with the Aquaman comics. And then at the end, when like that wasn't the case, I was just like, oh, okay, maybe I just read her wrong. But that was like my whole impression of Amber Heard. How you doing? And all right. For some reason, my chat window is like cutting off the very bottom like comment, which is like super weird. I'm gonna try to like fix that. Okay, I think it's showing now. But now with the trial being broadcast and like being able to actually see what evidence has been put forth, I don't want to join the echo chamber, but like I have been with abusive people before, and you do not taunt them. You do not nothing about Amber's nothing about her story says, oh yeah, she was victimized by this man. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. So I'm just gonna trust my gut on that one. So Team Johnny this way. I don't really like that flower. Not like I like that one. I was trying to kind of follow the shape of the pink underneath, but I don't like it. Nope to Heard versus Depp, but my intuition says she needs some serious professional help and that she's been the abuser in that relationship. I agree. I definitely agree. Glad you're feeling better, and same here. I'm definitely glad you're feeling better. Still off sick. Think I'm getting better, but it's worrying that it's lasting. Oh no, Elemental Cartomancy. I hope you get well soon. But yeah, I definitely think Amber Heard needs help, like serious help with people who understand whatever she has going on. I love this music. It's so chill, so relaxing. Like you can just do whatever task you have at hand and not think too much. Just be in the zone. I do apologize to anybody leaving comments on Instagram. Where my phone is sitting, I can't really see it. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can just like lower the angle. Give me 1 second, YouTube, because I want to be able to interact with IG as well. And I think, no. Oh, okay, that's not gonna help me. I'm trying to lower this tripod. Give me 1 second, IG, because I want to be able to see you guys' comments too. Oh, Hans was the villain. Sorry, guys. You see? I don't know. And I don't think I can make this tripod go any lower. So I have to like stand up to see the comments you guys leave on IG. So I do apologize, but I'm gonna stand up every so often and try to check that out. All right. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Elemental Cartomancy. He said it'll be interesting what the result is of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. Either way, the trial has given us some awesome memes, and yes, it has. I saw one where it was like a picture of the top of Amber Heard's head, and she had like a swoop in her hair that was kind of like the shape of an S, and they just put the word bullshit with like her hair being the S. I thought that one was pretty funny. And I don't like cyberbullying, but I've seen people refer to Amber Heard's fans as Amber's turds. And it tickles me so much. I crack up every single time. Every single time I see that. There's a tangent happening here. Alright, so I'm gonna put that petal in front of this one. I'm gonna see if I can sign into my other Instagram account on my actual computer so I can see comments from Instagram as well. I think that's the username. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm logged in on my computer. All right. So now I should be able to view my main account, my main Instagram account from this second one. So I can, but then there might be the problem of being unable to mute my stream while I'm playing the music. Okay, I can play the music from my phone though. And then that way I should have everything going all at the same time. I hope that's not too loud. So you guys let me know in the YouTube chat if that music is too loud. You're absolutely welcome, Chris. Okay, and now I'm going to try and view the IG live. Okay. All right, I can see that now, so that makes me very happy. I don't have to stand up at my desk to see it, so that'll work. And then I'm gonna split my screen so I can see the YouTube comments as well. Hi, Johnny. Cosmic Wheel Tarot has joined on Instagram. Shaniqua, there is so much technology happening. Yes, Bree, there is, and it's a lot, but hopefully I will get it situated momentarily. And Windows 11 is not helping, because I swear every time they change Windows in like a major way, it just isn't great. It's just not the best. And that's like all I can say. All right. Okay. I think I am in a good spot. Yes. Now I can see both sets of comments. Hi, hey Shaniqua, I just backed your deck. So happy for you. Thank you, Johnny. It still feels unreal, but we are already 11% funded. Like, I can't believe it, but we are. So just know that. All right. Oh, I'm a Mac convert for life after having Windows Vista, I think. Oh yeah. Don't get me started on Windows Vista. It was so bad. Like, sometimes I really ask myself, like, what are the Microsoft engineers thinking right now? Like, what are they thinking? Because I don't know. Let's see, I think this could make an interesting petal shape. I could have one like that, maybe. And then like something here. Congrats on getting to 11%. Thank you, Bree. I definitely appreciate it. I was so shocked. Like, I mean, obviously you want the campaign to do well when you launch something like this, but you know, getting to 10% on the very first day with just like me posting to social media and then like word of mouth support was just like, oh my goodness, it was crazy. It was crazy. I like these like edge petals, but whatever I did here in the center is not it. So Shaniqua, how are you feeling about the Kickstarter now that it has been live for a day? I was backer number 6. And is a little minx. She beat me to the number 1 spot. I it's feeling more real, but it still feels very like dreamlike. But now I think the like business minded part of me is like kicking in, because now I'm like, okay, how can I make sure, you know, the momentum is like capitalized on, and we can like really take it to a strong finish and everything. So it's like making a lot of ideas pump out in my head. But it's good, you know, it's exciting because it feels like life altering, hopefully in a good way. So plus I like checked the chart for my actual campaign launch with the time that I hit go live, and what I really love about it is, as a matter of fact, I can actually show you on my iPad. So this is the chart for my campaign Kickstarter, and if you notice, my deck launch is a Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising, with the part of Fortune, this little circle with the cross in it, conjunct at the exact same degree as the Ascendant. And you might know I'm a Gemini Sun, so something about this chart felt right. There's never like a perfect time, I think, to launch something like this when you've never done it before and it's just completely new. But it just felt like I can do this. It felt like the stars were with me, especially part of Fortune, which is kind of like similar to Jupiter in a birth chart. It shows where you're lucky, right? This just felt like a lucky birth to me. So it's really cool. It's really cool because like I feel like my deck has my energy with this triple Gemini placement and part of Fortune conjunct the Gemini Ascendant. Plus, I actually, like I said, I'm a Gemini Sun, but I'll show you guys my chart for a second, so don't judge me based on anything that you see about my placements. But I, like I said, am a Gemini Sun, Scorpio Rising, and a Capricorn Moon, but my part of Fortune is in Gemini as well, actually conjunct my Sun. So, something about launching my deck in a time where its big 3 would be Gemini with part of Fortune in Gemini, conjunct that Ascendant. It felt like magic. It felt like it was supposed to happen. So, keep your fingers crossed for me, because, oh, that's my cousin. That's not my Kickstarter. I don't know. And then also having like the midheaven for this chart in Pisces, which is like career and public perception. And Pisces, I think, is a very spiritual sign. So I don't know. That just felt right. And then like the IC being in Virgo. I don't personally have any Virgo placements, but Virgo is a very methodical sign, and it actually shares the same planetary ruler as Gemini, which is Mercury. So seeing that like as the roots of the deck, so to speak, it just kind of affirms for me that it has strong roots of like responsibility and dependability. I'm not like an expert astrologer by any means, but I like what I see in this chart, like for it being a spiritual product and everything else, having a full 12th house, it seemed right. Plus it's very extroverted because like all of its placements, with the exception of Black Moon Lilith, all of its placements are in the upper hemisphere. So that says like this is going to be an adaptable, mutable product that like is well suited to the spiritual space, that hopefully will be well seen and well known. So yes, Bree, I am trying to capitalize on some serious astrology magic. All right, so I'm gonna jump back to Procreate. I feel like I like these two flowers, and I feel like this one's coming along, but it's not quite there yet. All right, I think that one's doing something. Something. This is still my favorite. So I'm going to do a digital art cheat and steal a flower that I previously drew all the way back in Strength. Hello, Norellis0051. I hope I'm saying your name right. And MSTCMVN. Hello, hello. Alright, so I'm going to copy a couple of these flowers. I like this one. Oh, switch to freehand. Alright, I like that one. I like that one. I'm gonna copy and paste. Why is that? Oh, okay. I should have been more mindful. Alright, you guys might not be able to see it, but I only have the line art for these flowers pulled up with no background, so that's why it's quite dark. But I'm just going to take a second to copy a few of these flowers, these roses. I'm going to say copy and paste so it's not the entire layer, and then I'm going to turn everything back on how it was. And now that I have, what did I do? There we go. Alright, so now that I've got my flowers isolated, I'm just going to drag them from this canvas to my gallery, and I'm going to scroll up to the canvas I was working on and tap that, and then tap my layers and put it on top. Okay, so you might not have seen, but they popped up here. And I'm just gonna move them. Oh, selection empty. What layer am I on? Oh, I'm still on the tulip layer, even though those are not proper tulips. Well. So I could do like a mix of tulips and roses. Hello, hello to everyone joining. We're live on both YouTube and Instagram, so if you have a preferred platform, you can switch between the two. If you missed the beginning, we were talking about Kickstarter. 11% funded and 77 backers. Master numbers, powerful. Absolutely. Yes. Chris said, that'll be how you got the #1 spot, and as if a Scorpio could ever beat a Virgo when it comes to being organized. That's hilarious. Virgo sun, all right. You chartered your Kickstarter campaign. Absolutely. I'm so, I don't want to call myself anal, but I know I am. If there is information to be gathered in any way, shape, or form, I am going to gather it. So if that's astrological information, if that's statistical information, if that's anecdotal information, I want all of it so I can compile it together and synthesize the threads of truth in all of it and make a game plan. So I do definitely suffer from analysis paralysis sometimes, but when I feel like I have a plan, I'm normally pretty confident in it. Bree commented, I'm loving this card so far. That green ombre dress is gorgeous. Thank you. I wanted her to look like, you know, queen of nature type of thing. So hopefully that's coming across. La la la. Oh yeah, it was your B-Day yesterday. Did you have a nice day? Yes, I did, Chris. Thank you very much. My family threw a little impromptu like Memorial Day cookout. So it was kind of like a birthday party cookout in one, and it was really nice. I mostly was just like checking my Kickstarter numbers, but it was a good day. It was definitely a good day. All right, so I want you guys to vote. Should I do a mix of the roses and the tulips, or just stick with one or the other? Because I like having these foreground flowers. But I don't know, I think I like the rose line art better, but I don't know, what do you guys think? Thank you, Bree. Bree said she's looking so royal and ethereal, and she said, so happy you had a nice birthday. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think I'm going... I think I'm gonna use these two tulips and a mix of roses and just try and like... Oh, you know what I could do? I could make like a rose brush. But you know what? I'm not gonna spend the time to do that. In another future stream, let me know. Let me know if you guys want to see me demonstrate how to make a brush. So like in the future, if I wanted this exact rose, I could just tap and stamp it, basically. Kind of like how I do with my suit icons, which I have right here. I made my suit icons into brushes. So if I, you know, just to keep them consistent, like wherever I was drawing them. So I have my vessels brush right now. So no matter where I tap, it's going to be a copy of my vessels. So if you guys want to see something like that, let me know. That rose on her arm makes a nice tattoo. My chat keeps cutting off again. I don't like it. There we go. I'll be honest, I saw the notification pop for the Kickstarter campaign and I immediately clicked back this project before even reading the actual campaign. I've been waiting so long to support this. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. That would actually be kind of a cool tattoo, and Maybe not quite that big because it would be running over into like that side area of her shoulder. But maybe something like that. That could be cool. But there is an element, or there are a couple elements of this card that I have not added yet. I would love to see that. Okay, cool. I will definitely do that in a future stream where I show how to make a stamp brush, because I think it's really useful. And when I learned, I was like, oh, my life has been saved. I don't have to draw every single blade, every single cup. What was I about to do? Something. I was scrolling up the top here. I'm always distracting myself. Something to do. Oh, there's two elements of the line art that I have not included. So this is the rough sketch of the card that I made from that little thumbnail that was up here. And if you notice, there's a Capricorn symbol here, there's the earth symbol, and the water symbol here, and my very rough little bunny. I have not made line art for the bunny. I have not made anything to indicate these earth and water and Capricorn symbols. So maybe I'll play with that for a second. See, I like this rose idea. The Capricorn symbol was initially supposed to be up here. I feel like that might be too small, or because that area is so shaded, it'll just be lost with that lack of contrast. So I could put the Capricorn symbol as a tattoo there on her shoulder, or I could just find another placement for it. But I want to play with those elements, so I'm going to change my brush to something a little thicker. And oh no, I changed my eraser. I need to change this brush menu. See, I really wish the Procreate quick menu, instead of having 6 options, I wish it had 8. I think that would be perfect, because then I could add my airbrush and I don't know, whatever else I need. But 6 just feels so limited, and they do try to help you by letting you have multiple quick menus, but I think if I could have 8 options on each menu, it'd be perfect. Anyway, let me fix this brush because I switched to my sketch marker on my eraser by accident. Come back to the soft airbrush. Alright, and change this one. There we go. Alright, so I've got my sketch marker out, and I'm going to play with some really stupid, bright colors, just because this is all about experimenting. Alright, so I need a water triangle, and I need an earth triangle, and what color should that Capricorn symbol be? I could do like all of the symbols down here. I'd be very, very detailed. Roses and tulips. Okay. But maybe change the color of the roses. Agreed. Agreed. I think if I do roses and tulips, the roses will probably be something like that. Gosh, I don't know how I ever survived without using the quick menu in Procreate before, because like that just would have taken so much more. That would have taken so many more steps to just do an example and change that color. But let's while I'm doing that, we can play with the color. That looks very bright, very, very bright. It's quite pinky. Something like that could work. Is there such thing as purple roses? I think I've seen like roses in a similar color to that with like a white accent on them. But that looks fun. Alright, let's come back here to my little experiment layer. Oh, what if I did do something like that? Where like there would be a glow created out of like the negative space that indicates the symbol. Hello, R. Burwell, 1951. Nice to see you. Just joined on Instagram. I want that Capricorn sign to be slightly different. But there are multiple Capricorn glyphs, so why don't I look that up? Sorry, there's something on my screen. It's quite distracting. This is the one I normally use. But see, yeah, there's this Z-shaped one, and I don't know how to describe that. I could maybe do this one. But I do think it could look cool if all the symbols looked like they were carved into the tree, but I'm not sure if they would stand out in the way you want. That was the initial plan, was to have them look carved into the wood. But then I had the same thought, and I said, okay, well, what if they're just like sort of glowing? They're different on every queen, so I'm not really locked into one way or another, but I don't know. Okay, I can see where they did the Z there. I get it with the sea goat. that one. Oh, that's Saturn. I was like, that is not any Capricorn symbol I have ever seen. Okay. I think I'm gonna stick with this little N, but I'm gonna keep this Z shape, this one, as a backup in my head. I like the idea of a mix, but that's just based on the visual. I don't know the significance of roses or tulips. I couldn't really tell you either. What I can tell you is on the Rider-Waite-Smith Queen of Pentacles, you can see there's basically like red flowers hanging out around her. Here's the little bunny. But when I was mood boarding for this one, I didn't grab a whole lot of images, just, the grandmother willow tree and a very clean, modern, basically redraw of the Queen of Pentacles, so I could kind of see what details were present. So when I saw that, I just kind of thought, oh, okay, well, my favorite flower is tulips. So I just kind of scribbled like that general tulip shape, and that was like how I got there. So let's see. Something I was thinking about doing, right? Because I decided not to make her dress red. I decided to make it green, because from her crown, there's actually this green, like, veil coming, right? But I was going to give her sort of like some arm cuffs that went behind her, like were connected by chains that went behind her. Chains or fabric or, something like that. So I could maybe play with an element that looked similar. But I also want to see what her dress would look like red. So I'm going to jump back to Procreate, and we're just going to experiment and play a little bit. So her dress. All right. I actually have the gradient for her dress split on 2 layers. Juggles Magoo, thank you for joining on Instagram. So her dress, the top part of her dress here is 1 layer, and then the gradient is another. But I want to experiment with the color. So what I'm going to do is duplicate both of those and then merge them onto 1 layer. So now I'm going to turn off my originals just because I don't want to like deepen that gradient more than it was originally intended. But on that new combined layer, hello, oh gosh, give me a second. Minona Ancestral. Oh, that's in Spanish, I believe. Minona Ancestralidad de Cura. I could be so wrong, but thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I'm going to recolor her dress. Oh, wow. Gosh. I didn't expect it to be quite that pretty. Oh, man. I mean, I'm biased because pink is my favorite color. And this, yeah, that didn't look quite red to me. But man, I think that could be really pretty. Alright, so I got that part covered as well. And then what I'm going to do is, once again, duplicate the base dress layer. And then I'm going to recolor it with the same color that I just used to give us a proper visual for her gradient. Now, I don't quite like that. That looks orange to me. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I really like the red down here, but I don't love what it's happening. Oh, it's Portuguese, not Spanish, from Brazil. Gotcha. I tried my best. I don't think the red is quite working how the green is. There's this orange here. Like, I really love this part of the gradient, but the orange is just not doing it for me. It's very, very contrasty. It definitely puts a lot of contrast there. Cola, thank you for joining. Paige Anderson 00, thank you for joining. Right now I'm experimenting with the color of the dress on the Mentor of Coins. She currently has a gradient very similar to this on my little rough sketch color palette, but because the Queen of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite has a red dress, I just wanted to kind of play around with colors, but I think I'm going to stick with the green that I have going on. So I'm going to just delete that and turn her clothes back on. Okay. I'm going to, just for a little bit, turn off the foreground layers. Oh, I have some grass, like some of the leaves behind the tree as well. So let's turn those off. And I'm going to turn off the line art. You probably can't see them, but the line art layers for the tulips and the roses. Okay, now this composition is much closer to what I had in my concept sketch. I was looking at the Ace through 10s on the Kickstarter page, and I love that the astro correspondences aren't immediately obvious. I'm looking forward to going through and finding them when I get the deck. I'm a nerd. Awesome. That makes me really happy. Third one is the one I normally use. Looks like verses in joined up writing to me. It kind of does. That Capricorn symbol, it does kind of look like verses. Let me check my battery life on my phone. I've got 5%, so I'm gonna plug my phone up. Give me 1 moment. Oh, you know what? This is the wrong charger type. Ooh, conundrum. Because I don't have a long lightning cable, and I don't want the music to cut out while we're streaming. Oh wow, it's been over an hour already. It's so fun talking to you guys live while I draw. I never have like an accurate time in my head. Okay. Give me 1 second. We're gonna see if my little USB extender will send enough power to this wireless charging port to charge my phone. So everyone keep your fingers crossed. Yes! Alright. I'm just gonna move this so it's not blasting right into the microphone. And boom, I think we're good. Okay, so now my phone will not die. Okay. I'm so not used to having my hair straight. It's just like I don't know what to do with it, so I keep playing with it. I kind of like this composition without the flowers. I feel like it puts more focus on just like her and the bunny. I don't know. I think it looks cleaner. And I feel like the bunny isn't quite as lost because I kept like not seeing the bunny. I may... Oh, I don't want to get rid of the flowers, but I feel like this composition just looks so much cleaner. So maybe I'll experiment with just like their position. Yeah, like now I feel like it's distracting. I think, yeah, my last queen, she had a tattoo for the astro symbol. She's got Libra down here. I kind of like it without the flowers too, but I was afraid to voice that. I like the flowers too, though. Don't be afraid. I think I might nix the flowers. I think they're pretty. I do like them, but the composition to me looks... Yeah, I think I just like that composition better without... Especially because they're pink and bright. They're eye-catching. Like, your eye kind of goes down. So it's like there's a fight between the brightness of her chest and her sparkles in her hair and everything with all that scattered brightness at the bottom. So I think we're on the same page for a reason. All right, so I have to figure out what I'm doing with these symbols. I could put them in the sky. So like they could be hanging out like maybe in the background somewhere here. Or that's what Capricorn could do. Capricorn could be in the sky. What layer am I on? Okay. I think I want to make these smaller. I kind of like them there because it's almost like they point to the bunny. So you're less likely to miss him. Yeah, I definitely like the tree much better without the flowers in the way. So I think I'm gonna stick to keeping the flowers off. See, I feel like I've got notes of these colors. Oh, that's funny. Your power color by Zodiac. So Gemini is always yellow. Scorpio is always black. Like always. I see different colors for other signs, but they're like Gemini, happy twins, yellow. All right, thank you for joining. All right. That's very, very, very pretty. I don't see a whole bunch of... It's interesting. So, like, there's purple here in this palette. There's some purple there in this part of that palette. But it's not a color I would normally have thought of being associated with Capricorn. Like, I'm used to seeing these types of color palettes associated with Capricorn. I'm basically trying to get some inspiration for possible, like, glowing colors for the Capricorn symbol itself. I kind of like the idea of like this goldy taupey color. Oh wow, look at Gemini. It doesn't know what it wants to do. That's interesting for Scorp. Okay, so let's see what like a taupey color would do. I kind of like the idea of it maybe glowing next to her, but then the sizing has to be like perfect, because if it's too big it will distract from her, but if it's too small it'll get lost, and that glowing effect will just end up looking weird. If I try to paint it in, it'll look more smudged than intentional. What if they were carved into the tree, but like their edges were glowing in some type of way? I don't know. I think that might be cool. Probably a little difficult to illustrate. Okay. Maybe I moved the bunny so he's not quite so behind the queen. Maybe make him just a teensy bit bigger. That's a big bunny. I've never owned a rabbit before, so I'm not like super familiar with their anatomy. But to my eye, this looks kind of like a bunny. It definitely needs more fluff though. More fluff! I know they've got little like roundish but triangular-y kind of heads. And that's where the little nosy would be, and like the eye, and then their little ears. Okay, I think I like it with the bunny being bigger and the symbols being slightly smaller and pointing. This Capricorn symbol is still giving me trouble though. Oh, wrong layer. Maybe, all right, I'm gonna just switch my brush and that's not what I wanted to do. Pull out my eyedropper and then I'm gonna switch my brush to my studio pen. That's a little different, but I kind of like it. I think it's still recognizable as the Capricorn symbol. All right. Backyard Naturalist Tarot says, hi, Shaniqua, howdy, Ange and Chris. Hello, hello. I have never backed a Kickstarter so quick as I did yesterday. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere with our symbols. I still am not sold on these two. Oh man, every time I like have it on rectangle, I forget. That feels better to me. Okay. All right, she's not done, but let's play with the color for the title because that's going to need some contrast being down here in such a dark area. I think I may take the top color of her dress and play that way. And I want to give her some more gradient up here because there's so much pretty texture down here. It looks very flat by comparison. But first, let's pick the color that we need. And using my little template guide, I am going to basically fill that color in where this little yellow rectangle is. But I'm going to set my selection tool to rectangle and color fill, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm also going to feather it about 8%. And I've found that that tends to work pretty well for my titles. So switch to black. I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to add text. Oh, that's not how you spell coins. What do you guys think? I think we can probably lower the brightness of that title. It definitely gives contrast, but I don't think it needs to be quite that bright. I think that will work. Alright, so I'm going to jump back to the dress. I don't know how. Oh, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to grab a lighter and more desaturated version of this hue. And I'm going to open up my gouache brushes by Max Ulichny. And I'm going to choose... I'm going to leave it on Gritty Bold. And I'm going to use my gradient layer to just add... Ooh, that's not what I wanted, but that's alright. Add some lighter green. And then I'm going to grab one of my gouache smudge brushes. I like the thick one. And, ooh, I don't like that though. And just kind of bring some of that color and texture downward so that, you know, it's not quite so flat. Now I need to erase some of this just to give it more texture. There we go. Okay, I think I like that better than what we had going on before. And I do apologize if you guys can hear my grass being cut outside my window. I'm gonna erase a little bit more. I want to get the texture without, like, you know, completely changing the overall look of the dress. Alright. I think that's doing something. So oh no, see, Instagram ended my live video again. You know what? Last time it ended the video, it was because it said, oh, you've reached your limit for copyrighted music, which was a little crazy. You know what? The phone died. That's what the problem was. But Instagram did do that to me before, where I was using like no copyright lo-fi stream music, and it was like, oh, you've used too much copyrighted music, so like, yeah, it was just like, we're ending your stream. So that makes me sad, but at least we got to hang out a little bit on IG, and we are still live on YouTube, although, oh no, it's already after 2 o'clock. I'm gonna have to stop soon. Oh man, I gotta get stuff together in my life where I can just stream for like 3 or 4 hours a day. That would make me very happy. Does Procreate have a bevel or emboss effect? It shouldn't be too hard to make it look carved into the bark with the right effect. It doesn't have an effect specifically labeled like bevel or emboss. For some reason, what I'm seeing on the chat is a little bit delayed inside of my streaming software, but I can still see it on YouTube itself, so that's okay. A reversed negative value drop shadow will also give a beveled effect. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was gonna use like a multiply or possibly a color burn layer, and try and like use that drop shadow to sort of make it look like they're sitting inside of the wood. So if I did that, I really should change the color first, but you know, something like that, where that's not what I wanted to do. Where there's, you know, a clear contrast behind each thing. So I don't know, something like that. Color burn on the wood would probably work really well. Yeah. So there's more experimenting to do, but oh no, I reduced the opacity. Yeah, color burn seems to do a good job. Multiply does give that shadow layer, but color burn seems to be more intense. So I could probably do something like that and then sort of reverse select it and do like an overlay layer to show like the edge of the light hitting those edges on the wood. Oh, you're giving me ideas, Backyard Naturalist Tarot. I do appreciate that. I think that could work. But let me clean up her dress really quickly because it's sort of distracting. Okay, I like the improved contrast in her dress. And now I want to experiment with having these carvings in the wood. So I'm gonna alpha lock that, and I'm gonna fill it. Oh, I already have a shadow color selected. Probably need to make this bigger. Oh, it's too big. Excuse me, guys. Pardon me. You know, I'm just gonna erase this whole thing and start over. I think I'm gonna get some food after I finish streaming. What would you guys get? I think I want some tacos. But I'm like always in the mood for tacos, so that's probably not new. I feel like almost every time I ask for food suggestions, I'm like, maybe tacos. Tacos could work. Okay, now here's the experimental part. Hee, I'm glad if I can trigger an idea. I've never used Procreate, but I do know Photoshop and Illustrator pretty well. Just not sure what translates. You have it well under control, though. Thank you. Tacos are always good, aren't they? Like, tacos are always good. Let me see. Okay, so here is the experimental part. I'm going to select these layer contents, and then I'm going to invert that selection. I'm going to add a new layer, and I'm going to set it. I'm going to do add for now. And because this light is so yellow, I'm going to use the harmony tool to get the complement. Select that. And I may even saturate it a bit more just to really drive that point home. But I'm going to start with that color first. So you can see I've got these little diagonal lines blocking out all of the contents of this, like that's not selected. And I'm going to, let me see, what brush am I on? I'm going to switch to a soft airbrush. And I'm going to make my brush really small. And I'm just going to try to like indicate, you know how if you've ever seen light hit the edge of something, it's kind of like the light pools there. That's kind of what I'm trying to indicate. It's kind of giving what I want, but not quite. So let's see. I think I'm liking that effect a little bit. It's not exactly what I was going for, but I feel like it is working nonetheless. So I'm gonna change this just to a brighter color to see what that does. I don't want to paint with straight white, but I want more contrast, and it's hard to get it. Let's see. That's quite bright. Oh no, now my iPad wants to die. Gosh. I said tacos out loud the same time you did. I'm also always in the mood for tacos. I just had them for dinner a couple nights ago. Like, are tacos ever bad? I don't think tacos are ever bad. So I think that just shows you have good taste in food. Okay. It's like I'm getting there, but it's like I'm not quite there yet. Okay, I feel like that's getting closer to like what I had in my head. I think I like that. They don't exactly look like carvings, but I think they give that effect, so I think I like that. Oh, just kicked my whole desk. Please pardon me. Okay, so we got about 10 minutes left in the scheduled stream time, so what I'm going to do as just like a final whatever. First, I'm going to find some bunny reference photos because I want to do the bunny justice. No, not Benny. I don't know who Benny is. I clearly wrote bunny. I don't know who Benny is. That is not what I was looking for. Okay. Now, first of all, oh my god, they're so cute. Like, I cannot deal. Okay, that's alright. I'm fine. I squeal and freak out at cute stuff, so please pardon me. Okay. Oh, look how cute these little drawings are. I need to focus. Okay. That sort of is the shape I'm looking for, but it's too low. The viewpoint is too low. Okay, now I feel like he's about to jump somewhere, but that's sort of kind of similar in shape as far as like the head and the ears to what I had drawn. Where's the little tail? Where's the little fluffy tail? Like, where's his tail? He got a little tiny tail here. See, he got a little fluffy tail. That one has a little tail. That one has a little tail. But maybe they're bigger in my head than what they are in real life. Maybe that's why. Is that Bree from Insta? Because somehow my feed just died. But hi, Bree. I love bunnies so much. We have tons of wild bunnies where I live. Oh, that would make me so happy. That would make me so happy. They're so cute. And they're so, like, wicked fast. Like, crazy fast when they're running away. Okay, first of all, why is this bunny... But first of all, both of these, they're so cute. It's like this one wants to play peekaboo, and this one is shy. Oh, they're so cute. I need to focus. Oh my gosh. I can't deal. They're so cute. I'm gonna download this picture so I can use that as a reference image. But I cannot deal with the cuteness of these bunnies. It's very difficult. Yes. So, okay, so that is my boo. Hi, Bree. For some reason, not for some reason, but my phone, I have like a backup, like Android phone that I used to use, and that's what I was using to stream, so I wouldn't get any like text messages or anything like that. and then it died, of course. So I may just use like YouTube as my main streaming platform, because it seems more stable than trying to do so from a phone when I have like actual webcams set up for this one. But yeah, I'm glad that you were able to switch over. Okay, I think I want this bunny too, even though the one I drew is very different. It's so cute. It's just, look at the face. I can't. I turn into a child whenever I see cute stuff. Look at the bunnies. I cannot focus. Why does there have to be a rabbit on this queen? Oh no. Look at this one. He's deflated. Oh gosh, I can't. If I stream more, you guys will see much more of the goofy side of me. They're so fluffy. Look at this one. Wow. What is this called? A lion head rabbit. Okay. Look at that! Oh my gosh! Look at the bunny! It's got so much hair. Okay, Shanique will focus, because I will sit here and gush over bunnies all day, and I can't do that. Oh, okay, I can't. Like, I can't. I will literally stare at those bunnies all day. Okay, I'm going to add them to my mood board. Going to put them up here. How do I need to resize them. Hello, bunny. Hello, bunny. Okay, and now I'm going to save this new mood board. I'm cracking up. I'm the same way with the animals. I love them all so much. Oh yeah. Like anytime I see something cute, like my voice goes up like 6 octaves and I'm squealing like I'm 4 years old, and I have to like get my composure together because it's like they're just so cute. I remember, Bree, one time, I think you had posted a video on Instagram of like this cute little gopher that was in your yard. No joke. I swear I watched it like 10 times in a row, and I was just like talking to the gopher, and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at you there. Look at you sitting in the grass. That's me. That's me. All right. So I'm going to export the whole board and just save the image into my gallery. If anyone's wondering, this app that I'm using right here is called VizRef, and it's made to kind of like go along with Procreate. So a lot of people will use it in split screen view, so they can have their mood board as well as what they're working on, just all together on the screen. I do that sometimes, but I don't like the Procreate interface being squished like that. So I typically will just use Procreate in full screen, and then I'll use Procreate's reference function to just bring in that mood board itself. So I'm going to import the new one with the bunnies on it. And now I've got my mood board without having to squish Procreate together. Oh, it was a groundhog. Yes. It was so cute, and I was just squealing nonstop when you posted that video. I love lion heads. Someone dumped their pet lion head rabbit in my neighborhood a couple years ago, and at the time we had an outdoor pet bunny. Aww. And I had to use her as bait to lure him in. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, when I think something's cute, my voice is very embarrassing. So it's not just you. It is not just you. Okay. So I've got some little bunny reference photos. Okay, I might be being silly, but I think instead of just having like a bunny kind of lounging here like what I drew in the silhouette, I think it would be really cool to have this bunny, the little shy one. I don't know, something about it. I like the shape. And then with those ears, it would do something similar to this one, but it would point back to the queen. So I think I'm going to try and experiment with making that kind of silhouette. And we shall see. We shall see how it all goes. I forgot I do have the line art for the queen up above everything else. So that's nice. And that's her hair. That's her. And then that's the line for the disc. Okay. So for Bunny Boy, what do I want to do? Where do I want to put him? I'm going to merge that. I don't need that anymore. Okay. Switching my brush. I do need to change that because I don't have my saved sizes, so that's okay. Ah, I did it on my eraser again. I love that quick menu, but I don't like when it changes my eraser instead of my brush itself. That is not what I want to do. Alright. Let's bring up my little palette so I can get my line art color. And now I am going to just sketch myself a little bunny. Alright, so he comes out kind of straight. Curves down. And then we see a little tail. A little tail. Make it bigger just for while I'm sketching. And then it's got an upward curve there. So I'll bring that down. Bring that back up. And then we have another little lucky rabbit's foot. I see a little rabbit arm here. And got cutesy pootsy little rabbit ears happening there in some way, shape, or form. Got another one kind of going, ooh, I'm right here. Why are they so cute? And then his little head just comes out a little bit and curves around and tucks into the little arm. And then here we got a little bunny eye. What y'all think? I think this is cute, but it doesn't quite look like a bunny yet. Probably just because it, you know, is lacking that detail. And I think this angle, like the little bunny head, should come out a little bit more. So I can like make that a little, like, I don't want to say steeper, but like a straight. It's working, but it's not quite giving me what I want. So maybe just because I don't have like the fur. But you know what? Also, this eye is wrong. It's too big and it's not placed right. So let's shrink that down a little bit and move it closer like that. I do think my sketch is similar to this little bunny. but not sure if it's the best choice for this card. And it could just be because I'm not very familiar with like bunny anatomy, so I'm not really depicting my little friend the way I should. It's very cute though. It's a cute, cute, cute little bunny. I really just want to turn on We Don't Talk About Bruno. I don't know why, but I adore that song. And I listen to it almost every day. And now I just want to hear It was our wedding day. We were getting ready and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. I love that movie. Encanto is so good. Bruno walked in with a mischievous grin. Are you telling this story or am I? I'm sorry, maybe they'll go on. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Bruno says it looks like rain, and the sorry floods my brain. Married in a hurricane. We don't talk about Bruno. Not a word about Bruno. Okay, I feel like I'm seeing more of a tucked head now. It's so cute. Ah, that's part of the problem as well. This little arm is too far out. Ah. This little bunny is so funny. Did my little timer go off? Oh, you know what? It did. My timer did go off. And I did not notice. I have to make sure for the next stream I find the timer that I normally use. Because if I don't have it, I will go beyond the time that I have set for myself. And I have to go and pick up my baby lady from school. Okay, so last thing I'll do, so I'm gonna try and push the bunnies back down a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's so cute, so cute. Alright, yep, I have to get off the stream now, guys. My life needs me to go back to it. So, Bree says, I'll call my granddaddy back. I think his little head is straighter in the reference. I agree. Like, this slope is not quite what is happening here. So, I'll have to come back and play with that again. But, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream so I can go and pick up my baby lady from school and call my granddaddy back. Thank you, Bree. I'm glad you like him. And Backyard Naturalist said, love those bunny shapes. Nice sketch. Thank you. He's so cute and round. Yes. That's the best part when you got little circles to play with, because then they're so fun. So he's not quite accurate to the reference photo, but I don't know. I'll play with his placement some more later because he's too big too. So, but thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you, Bree, for coming over from Instagram, and anybody else who might have done the same. I'm very sorry that I didn't realize how low the battery was on this phone, but I will do the same and make sure that anytime I do go live, I announce it on Instagram and YouTube, so that way at least you'll know if I'm, just here on YT. And again, thank you to everybody who has backed the deck so far. We're at 11%, and I'm so excited. If anyone is, oh gosh, apologies. I know that was loud. If anybody is still looking to back the deck, you can click the link in the description box below, and you can also follow me on Instagram if you're not already to get deck updates, or go to thatafrodriptarot.com to get updates directly in your email inbox. And I will see you guys in the next stream. If you have any questions or anything that you would like me to cover in the next one besides making a stamp brush, which Bree confirmed for me, then definitely message me or leave it in the comments on the replay, and I'll address that in the next one. And